Hello, I am a judge for the RPG Maker Game Jam 2025. Yes, the year is 2025, and this is RPG Maker, and this is a game jam for that engine. And also, engines by Gotcha Games. I think they're the ones who make the engines, Pixel Maker included, and others, I think. But yes, this is Bushi, Yoroi, Maki Exceed. This is a game, and I do know the author, Barry B, I believe. I don't know too much about them personally. But I do know that they are quite central to the community in some way. Maybe they're part of Hawks or Nova's community or something. I think Hawks community, because Stoic did make, a connection that maybe Hawk wasn't referenced in this game. The reason I also know that they're part of the community is because they've been commenting on every game page, which is also very lovely to see. It's lovely when people, make a lot of comments on other games, and all I see is Barry B here and there, and I feel like that's a very good thing to be, supportive enough to at least to play a lot of other people's games. And then I clicked on their page, and I have seen one screenshot of this game, and it had numbers in it, so I think it has to do with numbers, including these 9s and stuff here. But let's exceed. Well, exceed is in the name, exceeding expectations. Let's start pursuit. Right hand seating. Oh, okay. WSD and the click. Okay. Select pursuit route. Oh, this is quite polished. Depending on the route, you'll get a different experience with different boss battles and endings. Well, this is unavailable. I think they'll be when the jam is finished. They'll implement that route. Oh, this is cool. You have like a save thing down the bottom. There's some interesting... I like the UI. Bio. Whoa, this UI is very involved. Cool. Chromco. Formerly Beta Kuronigozo. Age 27. Age 20 during the Onigashima War. Named the Black Magnum, formerly the Shadow Magnum, he attained his moniker by defeating Kikuya Otsuri, the one who formerly earned that title. He wears a purple-black jet armor that enhances not just his speed, but his prowess and technique. He was one of the 4 Oni generals serving under Enmadayo and was among the most loyal of the 4 generals because Enmadayo personally raised him. His specialization is stance change, which allows him to change his technique during the heat of battle, displaying his immense level of adaptability to strategize in many situations, creating the foundations for an exemplary leader. Okay. Formerly a samurai in service to Enmadayo from the island of Onigashima, his purpose ended when he failed to protect his daimyo, the sky master, from his death at the hands of a magical girl whose identity eludes him. He awakens an unknown power within himself called the Megiddo on the verge of death, facing one of the Oni's greatest rivals, Momotaro, which transcends limitations and allows reality to be shaped to his advantage with creative applications across all aspects of existence and beyond. Sorry about that. Clearly I am just waking up. My voice is just getting ready. Now he becomes a successful trillionaire, applying this new aspect into business, selling seafood products and improve oceanic transports. Improving, it should be. Through large productions of ships he could manufacture in short burst periods, he takes on a new identity in the new world he was sent to, Chromco. So I guess I think the combination of the style of font and the very ornate sentence structure is kind of making me double take on a few of these sentences, but I think I get the general idea. Chromco route. Options? Is always dash supposed to be on? I don't know. Proceed. Okay. Would you like to enter this node? Can I enter any other node? Well, we can't enter that node yet, so we have to, right? I'm guessing this is a story node because it had a book. Skip intro for jam judging. It is strongly advised to skip the intro. Okay. And here we are. The helmet's automatically equipped in too, meaning summoning my armor in the realm of dreams is still feasible. You're here, and here I thought you would be halted by all sorts of yokai foes. Well, this is a surprise for once. You're actually wearing Yoroi armor as well. It was granted to me by my benefactor, but enough posturing. We need to go. Time is of the essence. The power was granted to me back then, the white aura that I inherited. It allowed me to break my normal limits, exceed expectations, like enhance spiritual prowess, and even astral project myself into the realms beyond the boundaries of what is possible. Just at a very technical note, I do feel like these sentences are too long. I don't normally make this, critique in game writing for some reason. They don't usually go this direction, but it says, I think it's like, the white aura that I inherited, comma, it allowed me, I don't think that's, correct grammar-wise, it allowed me to break, so it's the white aura that I inherited, no comma, no it, allowed me to break my normal limits. Like enhance. See, I don't quite know. Yeah, I don't know what this is saying. Like, yeah. Anyway, sigh. I've been into this realm countless times in order to supplement my wealth. It honestly surprised me how effective the dreamlands are at influencing the real world. That's a good sentence. But this is the first time I'll ever head off alongside a revenant of the past. Today is certainly reaching beyond my expectations. Yep, a fair, declaration of the theme. My name is Chromko, monikered in my own life as the Black Magnum. I have the power, using my armor that I gained from the Onigashima wars I participated in 7 years ago, in order to follow my daimyo's orders. Of course, I failed in my duty, and now I am free to live as I see fit in this new world. Now I'm being straddled along. I don't think that's how you use that word, to deal with some business from a former foe of mine in order to find out the truth that I thought would never come to fruition. Yet here I am, returning to the line of duty in a more serious capacity, once more. What will fate have in store for me? This is the place. This is a Torii gate-like structure, with two paths, one with a portal hued purple and the other hued green. Kronko, is that you? Okay, wow. Today's been a whirlwind of surprises, hasn't it? What are the odds we would see each other again after so long? Wow, fate really throws in quite the surprise for us. Is this one of your old colleagues you've told me about a while back, Akarambo? Yeah, his name is Kromko, the owner that owns the seafood brand Kani Matsuri and many other seafood companies. You've tried one of his brand made shrimp crackers before. It could be apostrophe, and it could be a hyphen in there. Oh right, that stuff actually tastes like actual luxury crab too. It's the actual and the actual. Good to know you introduced a product of mine to a close acquaintance of yours, Akarambo. So this person owns a business? Interesting. So why are you here, and who's this blue armored lady? Fujishiro, formerly one of your faction's enemies. Oi, why'd you bother introducing yourself to him like that? Now he's going to get the wrong idea. Huh, really now? Though you're now asking Kromko for help? I wasn't given much of a choice regarding who I can ask for help. I'm not about to handle everything by myself. I see. I didn't think that Akarambo would be so mature about all this. He's changed a lot since the last time the last time we've met. I think just outside the jam, it would be good to, have a quick look over, maybe by someone else, to see to correct idioms and stuff, and to make sure that the English is correct, because as I'm reading it, it's sometimes hard to, I feel like there's missing words or words that are not normally used. Like, he's changed a lot since the last time we've met, for example. But I guess the overall message gets across. Is just enough words missing that I kind of double take, and it's not as effective as it could be. And I know, sometimes English as a second language, it's hard to write in that. I'm just assuming, because there's maybe, something like that. Otherwise, if it's not, I apologize. But also, if you know more than one language, you know one more language, at least one more language than I do. So well done. Then again, I sense that he's holding back as much of his anger as possible, and I wouldn't even blame him for it. By the way, this here's Chikaze. She's my girlfriend. Yep, this is Big Softy here's my boyfriend, but technically he's more of my muscle security. Ouch. Well, you're not wrong about that. Oh, well, congratulations to you then, Akarambo. What about you? Is this samurai your... No. Well, you heard the lady. It's funny how they'd, assume that. I would have thought you'd be more upset about it. We literally just met and entered this realm. Actually, how do you enter this realm? That'll be my only lineage and my dad's dreamscape machine he crafted. He sent both of us here to find the Ryoku Gyoku. She meant an emerald bracelet that was used to expose a weakness in our green fields and drain all life out of our crops. So that's why we're here. What about you? We're here to infiltrate this place so that we can nab the Murasaki no Tama from the bastard inside this domain. If he can fully harness it to its full potential, he might very well warp reality to his whims. Wow, the guy you're chasing after must be a grade A hole then, huh? Indeed. So clearly we both somehow got two jewels to find this in the same Torigate. I wonder if there's a connection there. Although by the looks of it, you're looking for the emerald, which is likely to be in the green portal. Ours is in the purple one, if color is of any indication. I think if color is to be any indication is usually used. Perhaps so, but we should put a pin in that. We should get moving. Time is of the essence after all. Then good luck, Akarambo, and you as well, Chikaze. Oh, thanks, you too. So we're rivaling sort of duos, I guess. Was that one of the 4 Oni generals of your Onigashima? Yeah, the blue-haired brat you mentioned, Akarambo, me and a blue one by the name of Aogashi. Yeah, the blue-haired brat you mentioned, Akarambo, me, and a blue one by the name of Aogashi. Clearly you're the responsible one of the 3, by the looks of it. Akarambo seems like more of a loyal pet than an actual leader. That's your assumption of him. He's more than just your average brute, I can assure you of that. Perhaps. Now let's get a move on. Apostrophe, I think, there. Or maybe it's no apostrophe. Never mind. That's my bad. We've got our own issues to deal with here in this domain. Right. What is this place? Seems like he's already starting his little experiments. I sense tormented souls left and right. You'd think he'd be able to just control a few, not this many. Can you pull through this malaise of torment, Chromcore? We're going to have to purify these tormented souls in order for the path to open further. No problem. I'll support you the best I can. Then this shall be our first bout of purification. Prepare yourselves. Okay. Select difficulty. For jam judges, it is strongly recommended to do Hulk mode. But should I? Or should I actually just do Crow mode? I'm not going to do Dove yet. I'm just going to do Crow. A balanced experience of number comparing and easy exploit of skills. I think they just do that for people who won't like this game in general. Alright, I presume you're not familiar with the purification process then? Go Crow. Is Crow the hard one? Oh wait, is Crow the middle one? Is Crow the one that I did? I'll help you cover the basics. No, remind me. Okay. So the point here is to purify all the enemy's negative energies. Yeah, because with the game I normally go normal. I don't go easy. That's not my default, basically, right? The enemy's negative value will be shown in that red circle in the center. That helmet on display can display HUDs, right? Hawk mode was really dumbed down. Yeah, I think it must be the developer's way of ensuring that people don't get alienated by a system concerning numbers, but I'm very numbers minded, so I should be fine, You can also see that there are 4 different spiritual directions you can input in your mind below it. They come into values of 4. For brevity's sake, we'll call them SV or spirit values. The point is to choose the one that has higher SV than the enemy's. There's a chance that more than one SV direction is a higher value. All you got to do is choose one. We can't choose both. If you got it right, the bar up top will increase. Reach 100 and they're purified. That's our goal here. But keep in mind, if you pick the wrong one, the spirit will drain our essence. All we have is our armor's skills. We cannot rely on items, so do keep that in mind. If you're struggling for answers, you can use my ability or yours to disrupt the rate of the negative influence. I can boost the purification amount significantly every successive attempt, even if it's only temporary. Just hover over to the one shown at the bottom of the HUD and it will display what you and I can do. Then just tap on it for us to use our skills. In my case, I can boost the values of our spirit to go beyond the limits of what's possible. Recover 9, all user SV+, cooldown 25. I can also heal our spirit energy on the right side there. Should things get dicey, my little crab magic would restore our stamina immensely. That's all I have to say for now. I'm sure the rules may change over time, so just keep the basics in mind. Let's begin the purification. Can you keep up with me, Oni? Definitely. I haven't been slacking off when it comes to using spiritual powers after all. Do you just do the high one, do you? Okay, good. Looks like we've got one of them down. There's 2 more that needs our attention. This time the required exceeding energy is much higher than that of the last foe. Keep your guard up and focus. Oopsies. Oopsies. Oh, that wasn't the highest, but oh well. There we go. Nicely done. Just one more to go. What in the name of Naraku? Why did the HUD show up an equation all of a sudden? These tormented spirits, I can sense they're adapting to our purification process. Guess they do intend to cause more annoyances, no matter we break through all the same. I'll tell you why this isn't important in a moment. And I think Stoic may expect why I'm not really having too much trouble with this. It's because I'm goated. Oopsies. Maybe I'm not goated. Looks like we've managed to clear them out. Hold on, I see something up ahead. It looks different from the rest. Wait, this tormented soul, could it be? That bastard really brought him here. Guizarfka. This soul is your younger brother, isn't it? Oh, well, I'm not really paying attention to the bubble up the top. I'm just choosing the best, the highest out of the 4. I wonder if it probably gets more complex over time, but maybe it goes higher and lower. So we'll figure out later. That would make it more relevant to the thing up the top. That's right. Sasori Fujishiro. He was killed alongside me, but his soul instead remains here in this Naraku, by the Tama as well. Tamenobu wants to break me so that no vestiges of my will remain, but this choice only strengthens my resolve. So what are we going to do about him? He's not going to be sane just by beating him up clearly, and if we purify him, he's going to be sent off to the afterlife procession. In addition, unlike the rest of the souls, I sense this soul was tightly tethered to Tamenobu's domain more strongly than the rest. It's not going to be as easy to purify him unlike the others. I will use a part of my sacred energy to purify his existence and release the grip from Tamenobu's hands. But the issue lies in the fact that Tamenobu expects this and would create countermeasures to prevent me from doing so. As long as my energy is the one he detects, he'll be able to negate my attempts. I might be able to restore his energy as well, perhaps using the Megiddo that's inside of me. I'm going to admit there's probably some deeper meaning to all these words and stuff, but it's all coming across as, energy gobbledygook to me. I don't quite know what any of it means. Because I'm an unknown to him, it's possible that using my own spiritual resonance can disrupt his flow. See, I don't really know what that means, because he's never dealt with me before until now. And I highly doubt even with the jewel amping his abilities up. Okay, there's a jewel. He'll be able to factor me using anything like you do. He would think I'm just some average Oni brute. I presume this is a new technique you've learned after defeating me and my Ototo then? See, I don't really know what an Ototo is. Yes, using your sacred power and my Megiddo energy could synchronize his soul enough to override Taminobu's influence, but we'll need to exceed his will. Then let us show him both the will of his strengthened suffering sister. Strengthened suffering sister? That's a term of phrase I'm just not used to. You don't usually use two adjectives to describe someone. And the Black Magnum's ultimate might. Very well. Let's get started then. Isn't Black Magnum? Never mind. Select difficulty. Oh yeah, let's go Dove then. That was pretty easy, the last one. What is this feeling of miasma? Crap, I remember your brother deals with poisons, right? Is he using the technique against us? This is bad. This is bad. We're on the clock then. We must hurry. Okay. Oopsies. Oopsies. Okay, maybe I'm not as good as I thought. I have to take this a little bit slower. Oh no. Really? Oh no, I died. Okay, maybe I'm not as good as I thought. This is good though. Otosa sorry. I lost. I can't exceed his poison's might. He definitely has grown. But whether it's for the better, I'm sorry I couldn't live up beyond your expectations. Enma Sama. This is good. I like the hard difficulty. The dream ended. Your reality has not exceeded expectations. Did it save? Did it auto? Oh yeah, we saved. Yeah, this is good. Let's do the let's do Dove. Because the other one was too easy. This is good. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, oopsies, boom, 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 oopsies, boom. Oh no, that was hard. Okay, maybe with this version I can use these abilities down the bottom because I didn't actually use them. Let's restart the game so we can continue from a save file. Oh crap, not that save file. No! There we go. I do like the Dove difficulty. This one. Boom. What's it called? Boom. 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 Largest out of these. That one. 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 We'll do this. I'm just clicking them randomly. I don't know what they do because I can't pay attention because I'm under time pressure. Oopsies. Boom. Boom. I'm just guessing when I can use them. I don't actually know what they do, so. Because I have to look at these numbers still and use them. Yay, we beat it on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, you see, actually, I really like that. It's a good difficulty system. The difficult one is actually pretty difficult. It's not easy. His streak is disrupting the purification flow. It's adapting just like the other spirits. No, I won't lose you here, Ototo-san. I'll break through this bastard's curse from you. Thing is that... Oh, it's still going. Thing is, I don't quite know when to be able to use the things down the bottom, and I don't care to look because I'm just comparing these as much as possible, you know? Oopsie. That was bad. Oh no, really? I was able to use that one twice. Maybe I just don't have enough energy. Oh no, wow, that was bad. There we go, lucky. I just realized I can turn it up, but I'm too focused to turn it up. This game requires a lot of focus. Boom, 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 boom. What do I use? Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, did I die? Oh no. Yeah, this is really good. I like this a lot. This is a good difficulty. I know maybe the developer said recommended to go on the lowest difficulty, but I will be honest, I am really enjoying this harder difficulty. It's really fun. So I'm going to keep going with it because it's very fun. Wait, is that my latest save or is it not? Maybe it's not. I went the recommended difficulty and there was 0 challenge. Yeah, this one is a nice amount of challenge, I think. But I do want to get to the end, so if I keep dying, I'll go Crow instead. I've already seen all this. Boom, 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 boom. You really can't get anything wrong, can you? You have to get them all right. Accuracy is key. Oh no, that was not right. Oh no. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, oh no. Oh, lucky. Oof. Boom, 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 boom. Vinny says, I love pain. Yeah, I will be honest, I'm really enjoying this. I know a lot of people think this is funny because a lot of people would think this is painful gameplay. I love this. This is great. It's funny how different people have different ideas of gameplay, you know. This is my Souls-like, it seems. My Souls-like. Way more interesting for sure. I didn't even have to use my skills. Yeah. I'm just using the skills randomly. This one says effect 5, CD15, reduce enemy CSV, something purification effects. Yeah, this is fun. Your cat has buttons, I'm not surprised. Yes, welcome in, Pudding. How you doing? This requires a lot of my attention, so apologies if I don't pay too much attention while I'm playing the timing game, but I am liking the hard mode. His shriek is disrupting the purification flow. It's adapting just like the other spirits. No, I won't lose you here, Ototo-san. I'll break through this bastard's curse from you. You know, this game right here, you could just make a bunch of games set around comparing numbers and then have high scores and stuff. You can have like grades. You could be like S grade, A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade. Almost like a rhythm game. Have like different things all over the screen and stuff like that. And it could be a hit if it's a different type of presentation and all that. Well, I mean, this presentation is good as well. This game could also be a hit, but I'm thinking of it's just giving me an idea for a game. But this is a really good idea for a game. I don't know if any other games sort of do this. And I'm also aware that other people might not have as much fun as me as doing this kind of thing, because some people are just numbers brained, just like numbers. I am a numbers kind of person. I enjoy comparing numbers. And actually, now that I'm saying it, I don't think it's a universal love that people have. It seems that this developer has expected that Hawk Zombie will not enjoy... Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that one there. Phew, lucky. Oh. I don't know when I can use it, that one there. There we go. Wait. Oh, how did I die? I didn't even know how I died. Oh, wow. That was hard. I lost. I can't exceed his poison's might. He definitely has grown. Oh, you ran out of meter? Okay. I wasn't even paying attention to the meter. Okay. So I better... Well, I'm just wondering, did I click the wrong thing, is the idea. Or did I just not click it fast enough? That's the thing, when you're focusing so hard on the numbers, I really don't think you ran out of time, I think. Overall time, maybe I don't know how it quite works, because I'm too busy doing the numbers. Boom, 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 oh, boom, boom. Oh, no, boom. Yeah, oops. Boom. Boom. Benson Boone. Benson Boone. Benson Boone. Benson Boone. A Benson Boone. Sir, please. I want you, I need you a poo. I'm sorry, that's bad. Boom. 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 There we go. Boom, boom. Here comes the boom. Costco boys. Here comes the boom. Here comes the... oh, crap. No. Boom. Here. Oh, no. Here comes... Yay. The blue meter is like a timer. When you make a mistake, it decreases a lot. Oh, I see. Near. You know what? And yeah, Ianov. You know what, Ianov? I'm just clicking on the buttons. I don't even know what any of the meters mean. I'm just like, okay, try and get as many comparisons correct and click the buttons and just hope you don't die. Which is fine. This shriek is disrupting the purification flow. It's adapting just like the other spirits. No, I won't lose you here, Ototo-san. I'll break through the bastard's curse from you. I'm drinking. No, that was unfair. I was drinking something. I shouldn't drink something while playing something in this game. I gotta get none of these wrong. Oh. Oh, that one. That one. That. Oh crap! That was like a fluke, I think. Oh. It would be rough to have 4 digits. That would be absolutely rough. I would hate that. This is my Souls-like, buddy. This is my Souls-like. You're in my realm now. I know all of every fighting style there is. I have no need for mastery of more forms. I am in control of all the elements. I have every element in the palm of my hand. There is nothing I need to learn, nothing further I need to express. You are my next victim, and you are gonna die. Gotta help Gog. We're getting close. There's some lucidity in him. We can surpass his curse. Another equation. We're gonna have to really focus on finding the superior number. No math shall stand my way, not even this. One thing I will say the top red bubble doesn't really even matter. At this point, you just have to choose the best out of the 4 directions. Oh no, I was doing so well. Okay, maybe I'll choose the middle. Maybe I'll choose the middle one. I am good. Timer, yeah. I'm sorry I couldn't live up to beyond expectation. I'll just choose the middle one. That was hard. Yeah, I want to see if anyone can do that. Kromko skill heals your timer. Yeah, so the thing is, Ianov, when comparing those numbers, I feel like you can't really look around and see if the timer is going or this or that, because you really need to zone in on those numbers, otherwise you're going to lose big time. Unless you... Okay, this time I'm going to actually focus on the skills. What is this feeling of... Yeah. I was focusing too much on the numbers, but this one heals the right... So that one does... What does that one do? It does reduce enemy SV, purification effects. Oh, this is easier. And then... Oh, what? See, recover 9, all user SV plus. Okay, so you need to keep an eye on the one on the right, I guess, right? But the bar on the right is very faded blue. So, what does that do? Reduce enemy SV, 2 times purification effects. I'm not quite sure what this means. Like... But this one here heals, looks like 2 times, 2 times damage. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, maybe this is, you know, good to do. Oh yeah, there we go. His streak is disrupting the purification flow. It's adapting like the other spirits. No, I won't lose you here, Ototo-san. So this one is a lot easier. I think it's going to be fine. See, that heals. How much does it heal by? Oh, pretty good. Like half an amount. Okay. So maybe I should only use this one on the left. Because the cooldown is 25. But, oh yeah, the cooldown. I can see the cooldown now. And then you do it immediately, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is kind of too easy, though. The other one is better, but I need to get through the story, because for this Game Jam game's sake, it's probably better to get through it on medium difficulty than to obsess over the hard difficulty. I can do the hard difficulty later. Gonna really focus on... No math shall stand my way, not even this. Yeah, yet again, the equation at the top really doesn't matter. And it would be better if the cooldown for each was better than, you know, just having a simple text beneath it. It's kind of difficult to... No, there's the music, Narcotis. Can you hear it? Welcome in, Narcotis. Oh, it's very quiet, I guess. It seems pretty well. It's quieter for you than it is for me, so I might have to turn it up for you. Let me see if I fail it. How much does it actually make it go down? Wait, why is it... Yeah, it makes it go down quite a bit, doesn't it? Okay. Oopsie. Yeah, okay. Failure does make you go down quite a bit. And maybe at a certain point it's like doomed, you know? Howdy, how you going? It seems okay, like, mixed for me, from my point of view. Is it okay mixed for everyone else? Fujisaki-chan, you won't win. No. Dang it. Is there another way? Is this what it's going to be the expected outcome, to lose to him? That Tamanobu was just toying with us. He gave a sliver of hope only to wrest control back using the jewel's power. Yeah, that's victory, but it was so easy. I made so many mistakes on this middle difficulty, and I still won. And in the other difficulty, I would just got decimated. So that middle difficulty is a lot easier than the hard one. Fujisaki Fujishiro, I'm going to ask you this seriously. I have a way to complete and negate the curse entirely by amplifying my Megiddo output even further beyond alongside your sacred energy. But you are right. Victory. Victory is victory. We're going to celebrate it. Celebrate, good times come out. This will set your brother free, but I'm warning you right now. I use this. There's no telling what after effects will happen. For all I know, he might turn out even worse than you thought. You still want to go through with it? Do it. I'm not going to lose my last revenant of connection to this scum. What? Last remnant? Is it remnant or revenant? As you wish. Now focus your energy. We'll do this together. Because a remnant is the remaining part, and that's what makes sense to me. I'm not going to lose my last remaining part. But a revenant is like... What is a revenant? Let me quickly look. The revenant... No, a revenant is a person who has returned. Maybe it is... No, actually, maybe it is a revenant. It's just a weird way of saying it. As you wish. Now focus your energy. We'll do this together. Humph. Fine. Press up when the blue value hits above red value. Oh. Just above? Or how much above? Does it need to be a lot above or just only a little bit? I'm assuming the skill is doing it only a little bit above. Oopsie, my bad. Oh no, that's bad. Or is this just a symbolic mini game? Because it doesn't seem like it's easily lost. I guess normal mode is kind of easy mode as well. I actually do it when it reached the top. Oh, okay. Because what it told you is, do it when it... Okay, it doesn't seem to matter. Okay, I think the mini game is... Do it when it reaches above that number, but not before it reaches the top, basically. But you're right, Stoic, in that you could just look at the bar and do it as close to the top as possible if you wanted to. Where am I? You have two options. Die and be forgotten, or live and be reborn beyond... die... You have two options. Wait, what's the Dark Knight quote? I'm gonna Google it. You have two options. Die, a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Dark Knight. Die and be forgotten, or live and be reborn beyond your expectations. Make your choice. Time is of the essence. Now, I'm just going to say right now, this is just like an easy, good way to integrate theme right into your story. This is like what you kind of expect everyone to do. Is like to have something very central about the game be about the theme if it's going to be 30 out of the 100 points of your game jam. This gives you free points, essentially, by making your game obviously about beyond expectations for the jam. And it's what many game jam games, even good ones that I love, would have benefited from. Some obvious, okay, here's the part beyond expectations or whatever. Sometimes a game benefits from the subtle approach, but most games would have benefited from a more direct approach rather than a more subtle approach. So, chatters, if I'm going to add an extra minute to this, but I'm going to pause it. If you're ever making a game for a theme where there's theme points in the calculation, just be absolutely sure. I mean, probably to be safe, put the words in there, but don't make it like a passing chat line. Make it like pretty essential to the game itself, and then you'll get points, Make your choice. Time is of the essence. What kind of options are those? If the options are to live and to die, I'd obviously want to live. I see. Then I shall inherit you, my slice of my being to you. Now live your new life. Wait, I didn't actually get a choice, did I? Whoa. Ototo-san, you're awake. Nini-san? Thank goodness. And here I thought you'd never wake up. I didn't think I'd be seeing you again. I thought you did too. I still am, but you were still tormented by Taminobu, so I had to purify you. I see. Wait a sec, is that... Hey kid. Isn't that the only samurai from back then? The Black Magnum? Why is he here, Nissan? Long story, I'll tell you all about it later. Hey, I have to ask. Why do you look at me so nervously? Did I do something wrong? Look at your hands. What about my hands? Why am I blue? What's going on here? I need a mirror. I turned into a yokai? Oh no. Why? How? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to completely purify you, so I had Kuroni Gozo, now named Chromco, to use his Megiddo power and overdrive to set you free. As a result, well, because you're injected with Oni energy, you've lost traces of your human skin in the process. So I'm this Nezu yokai thing? I'm sorry. I thought I'd be able to save you on my own, but I can't. Kat says, I wish I would turn into a ripped yokai. And don't blame Chromco for this. If it wasn't for his aid, you would have been tormented even further by Taminobu, and your soul will be processed. I didn't want to lose you yet. I don't really mind if the kid would hold a grudge on me for shitting his humanity aside, but it doesn't seem like he's that torn about it. I must confess though, I thought you would just be set free and not brought back to life again. Chromco's Megiddo is certainly something else. No, that's fine. I'll live with this. Honestly, I was such a weakling. I'd let myself get caught by Taminobu, and Nissan had to see me suffer. I can't let that happen again. I know you got a lot on your mind with all these new developments, but we need to move. Taminobu might have noticed our presence by now. You probably have questions about me and your current situation too. We'll give you a rundown as we proceed, so we should mosey on out of this stridum. I have to agree with them. I'm sorry for forcing you to spring into action so soon, but we can't waste this chance. Right, I can move. Let's go. Wait, it's our old home base. Honestly, is he planning to catch us off guard using nostalgia or something? It doesn't matter now. As far as I'm concerned, this house is long gone now in the real world. I see. What's this? It has my name on it? It seems like this box is for me. What is this thing? Whoa. Did I just get myself a Yoroi just like Chromco-san and Nissan? Whoa, so cool and golden and shiny. It fits my build to a T too, how convenient. Well, this is unexpected. Okay, alright, it's a little bit too much of the unexpected. This is unexpected type stuff. So shiny and so comfy. Wow, I'm not sure how to feel about this, but I mean it's better than nothing. This Yoroi signature and design, it's an Oni Yoroi. It doesn't seem like it's Taminobu's handiwork or even no one know. Though this begs the question, why did Taminobu leave this for us? If anything, giving Sasori demon armor like this would be detrimental to his plans. Perhaps this wasn't left by him, and after screening the area, I sense this place doesn't seem to radiate any dangerous entities. Narco as well, it's really beyond expectations. The theme of the jam. Yeah. The irony is, this is so much better than not including it, because at least you get points. It's actually the smart way to go, sadly. I mean, not sadly, but it's better to be at least a little bit obvious. At least if it's relevant to your plot, which it kind of is. Except try not to highlight all the ways that it's it's a stretch, you know. It's better to just kind of be, you know. I know, it's just very fun. Yeah. If it's not him, then who could even be? I don't know, but whomever it is, I thank you for this awesome blessing. Now, I have one just like Nissan. Frankly, I suppose it's best that you gain a set of protective armor as well. At least you're not going to be completely vulnerable. Are you saying my base form isn't giving me a boost in power or something, Nissan? I'm going to be completely honest. All these plot details are just going past me. I'm not sure why I'm not really caring about any of it. I'm so sorry to say that. It's just a lot of power level stuff. I don't know why Sasori is important. I don't really have reasons to care, I guess. There's a difference, I guess, between talking about power levels and, oh, you get armor and this and that. But who are they? I understand, like, what do they like? What's about their humanity is making me attached to them in this moment and stuff like that. I know it's a hard thing, but the intro gave a lot more context. Yeah, they told me to skip the intro. That's the funny thing, and I don't know who this is, I guess. I didn't mean it like that. Clearly this is quite the enigma, but the best thing to do is to just leave this matter for now and progress onward. I just feel like a lot of the details are flying past me, and I'm like, what is all this? I understand, because a lot of this is cool, like, details about probably culture, and Japanese culture in specific, but I'm not learning too much. A lot of terms are just passing me by, and I think the game could do a better job of like explaining the terms of, you know, Japanese terms and ranks and all this sort of stuff, or at least, you know, within this world. It's just like they say a lot of words and I don't actually know what they mean, to be honest. I wish I did. It looks like the pass is now open. Guess you're forced into wearing it, Sasori Ototo-san. What is Ototo? Maybe I'll Google it. Maybe I'll educate myself, shall I? Younger brother. Okay, younger brother. There we go. Oh, is it? Oh, younger brother. See, I didn't know what that is. That what it means? Ototo, younger brother. Right, I'll make sure to use this newfound power to help you take out Tamenobu. We're back in the arena again, and is that a tea set? The Fujishiro siblings are back, albeit one of them is no longer human, and then an Oni as well. How fascinating. Because I don't even know what an Oni is. A demonic creature. Okay. Oh, it's that red-faced thing that is sometimes depicted as the red-faced thing. See, I'm actually not very knowledgeable of Japanese culture. So it'll be nice for those who have less, you know, knowledge to be a little bit more in on the know, to kind of... An apparition. It's like an owl Oni, right? Oh, I guess so, yeah. I've never played that game. I've only seen a little bit of it. An apparition. Violence isn't going to work on him. His outfit screams high-class authoritarian, and likely a roadblock to Tamenobu's domain. You're the Black Magnum, right? Sugaru Tamenobu-sama was able to figure you out. It's a pleasure meeting the Oni that faced the Fujishiros and remained victorious. Although I'm more fascinated by the fact that you were the 4 Oni warlords of Onigashima, while the other one, Akarambo, is in the Emerald Field instead. So this domain and the one Akarambo went to are linked. Those who serve this domain have access to the other one based on what he said. Yeah, it's sometimes when, you know, all the things about domains and access and all this stuff are being talked about, I feel like even if I did understand, I'm not sure if I would be interested. And this is just a storytelling thing. I'm not sure I, like, care about the characters. There's nothing to ground me to their stories to be like, I don't want to see them die. I don't have a connection between any of the characters to make me feel like I want something for them or don't want something for them yet. That's just my personal preference. It's just a lot of technical... It's like when when a space... I'm actually going to give this probably more time because I went the hard difficulty, but I made a lot of game overs. But I'm actually going to do that now. I was going to do that at the end of the playthrough, but I'm going to make a rare exception, and I'm hoping Stoic is okay with this. The developer did recommend... I'm going to turn my mic down a bit too. The developer did recommend that I play this on the lowest difficulty, but I insisted on playing on the hardest difficulty, like through several deaths, and this game lost a lot of time because of it, even though it recommended me to use the easy mode. So I think I'm going to make the rare case and say, because the rules state that the first hour of play should be done, I am going to give this actually quite a bit of time extra, maybe 10 more minutes, because I spent a lot of time doing the hard mode when I was recommended specifically, judges play this mode. I hope that's alright with Stoic. I'm giving it 10 more minutes because I believe if I had actually followed those instructions, I would have given it more time. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Stoic. Appreciate it. It's good having, an authoritative figure in here. Because, it's a rare case because they said, judges, go here. Yeah, do you disagree with the dev about skipping the intro? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that seemed important. So this domain and the one Akarambo went to are linked. Those who serve this domain have access to the other one based on what he said. I would be concerned that he's aware of what my past occupation was, but concerning that the proprietor of the jewel can warp spirits in reality, gathering intel on my Onigashima activities isn't really much of an issue. I am known as Baramatsu. Tamanobu-sama hired me to essentially buy him some time. In other words, you're not really on his side at all. Your loyalty is bought. Indeed, he's my shogun. By proxy, I'm simply just advocating for his wishes. He was paid an initial fee for my empire's expansion. Which means he's negotiable. I think there might be a non-violent solution to all this. You would sell yourself to that bastard? Nope. He simply pays me well. I just follow the bigger fish. Considering he's nothing more than an apparition, he'll just recover quickly ad infinitum. But I have a plan. I'll be preparing for circumstances like this in the realm beyond. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to negotiate for your services. And how will you proceed with such negotiations, Black Magnum? Give me the rates that Tamanobu paid for your conscription. I'll exceed those numbers and pay you more. Exceed. I'll be honest, I'm just not understanding anything that's happening. It's just a lot of... It's hard to understand, because I don't know what world they live in. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know the context. I read a lot of things, but for some reason it's just not connecting. One and one isn't connecting to me here. What is everything? Wait, what? Why are you negotiating with him? I see what you're planning here, Kromko. How devious. Snark, haha, what would you be able to offer me that is worth such betrayal to my shogun? I don't know. Why don't you and I discuss the finer details then? Oh ho ho, your words not ring hollow then. Very well, I shall humour you. Let us discuss over a nice cup of tea, shall we? I've got a seafood offering of my own too, if you don't mind. Not at all. Let us not waste any more time and begin. The gameplay's fun, but just the oh wow. Oh, this is hard. This is different? Oh wow, they've changed it entirely. So what sort of currency would you like me to hand you with? For convenience's sake, let us use the 3 imperial regalias as the asset currency. Namely, the Magatama, the Murayata, and the Kusanagi blade. Your goal is simple. Make sure all 3 stocks of assets are superior to me. I've taken the liberty to convert whatever assets you own into these 3 sectors using an intuitive exchange rate. It's less cumbersome on your end. I appreciate the aid. In truth, he has the authority to hand out any exchange rate as he pleases, meaning some periods some assets will have weaker exchange rates than others. Meaning I've got to be wise with how I distribute my assets to the allocated stocks. I generally have 10 of these crab assets. I can place these into one of these stocks. Click the face to use the skill. Although my Megiddo's concepts in this realm are flexible, I can actually haggle the asset values infinitely using the Megiddo's power without him knowing. Should his assets prove too difficult for the exchange rate, using that could be an option. I could also have Fujisaki and Sasori influence the enemy's values as well. Their effects are displayed on the HUD. They might turn the tide immensely. Just pay attention to the exchange rate and pick the right stocks to trade his assets with. Reset all transactions. Boom. I guess, right? Unfortunately, your assets are quite inferior. What does this mean? Oh, I don't know what this means. Reduces enemy asset values by 5. Is Kromko-san asked me to drop items? I can try. I don't think I can reduce it past 1 value. He might get suspicious. I don't think I understand this quite much. Pay 2 times. Get for the next asset. Wait. I think I can do something with the little crab tablet thing. Okay. Oh, there we go. I don't quite understand. Wait. Quite inferior. Oh, is it? I have to have all 3 be above? Oh, this is... Exchange rate is, okay. I don't know if I understand this. One of these. 2 of these. Pay these 2. I want to double this exchange rate here. Can I use it multiple times? This is so confusing, but I guess getting 2 out of 3 matters the most, right? Oh, okay. I can simply just go like this. Boom, 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 and with 1, right? We don't need to do anything else. But we can do this. Does this have to pop up every time? I don't think this has good strategy. Because you just use all these at any time. Why would you reset all transactions? What does resetting them do? Oh, that's just something to reset the puzzle. Okay, I understand a little bit more now. But you just reduce them at any time. What's the difference in when I reduce them? It doesn't really matter, does it? So we just do this one once. That's 3 for that one. That's 4. So let's use for this knife. Okay, I could have gone hard with this one, I think. This one isn't that hard. So 10. Okay, so you just reduce it by 5. Yeah, this isn't that hard. Why? What is this? Anyway, I understand, but it could be better. This could be much better, I think. Boom, boom, and then this one here. I'm not quite sure this is yeah, I just keep saying it over and over again, but this is a fun idea, but the design of the puzzle is not very good. For example, so that's 4 to get to that one. That's 4 to get to that one. That's 5 to get to that one. So I think this is impossible. This is actually impossible, this one, I think. Wait, let me reset. My bad. Like that. Oh, then, well, why did it reset everyone? Because it used to be impossible, but now it's not impossible. Like, because if I click reset, oh, so it resets and it makes his things different. So this one is 1. Okay, I see now. That one be 1. And then 4. So that's easy, because you can just go 1 and then 4, and we've got it. We don't need to use anything. Yeah. This one, oh, I get it now. So it's that one's 7 and 3. So you can just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. You've exceeded my lofty expectations. I suppose my services are yours now. I wonder what it'll be like on hardest difficulty. I think on hardest difficulty it might actually be a challenge. How is it possible? How could your wealth exceed even the amethyst's well? I feel like that's the case for the entire game, really. Is that normal is easy is way too easy, normal is too easy, and hard is not. Hard is a good challenge. Sweet Kami-sama, I didn't know about the Black Magnum is this loaded. You'd be surprised, Ototo. I've seen his 20 seafood factories under his property before I met him in person, all professionally led and managed. He has how many factories? Guess my gut was right on the money this time. Taminobu hasn't fully mastered the jewel's full potential, meaning that his influence wasn't fully capable of outwitting mine yet. From your personality, you're the ones who follow the bigger bidder, and the odds are 50-50, so who are you going to bet on? Serving Taminobu and risk losing the amethyst's benefits, or betray him and you'll get all this from my pocket? I thought you were nothing more than just a ronin with no proprietary of any value. Ha, perhaps I underestimated you. Your impressions of me aren't what you'd expect then? Thought I was just a lowly servant of the old Enma-sama? Oh, this entry is scoring big on theme. I'm pretty sure it was so insistent on theme that it's almost impossible to ignore. This might be the most insistent on theme entry I've played so far, where every part of the game... Well, there's some that have used it quite cleverly, but I would say this one, it's been like, hey, how can I make everything about, meeting expectations on the story point? Which is a very... this is like the amount of effort I thought would be put into theme for majority of entries, but it hasn't been like that. So this is a good thing for this game. That more so, fine then, I'll put my wager on you. I'll open the path to his domain. Okay. Sweet Amaterasu, he managed to conclude his business transaction without getting violent. Although I must say my expectations exceeded with you as well, Fujishiro. You would think that you would harbor hatred towards me. I will say it is getting a bit too much sometimes. Like, it could be more subtle. It could technically be more subtle. But the funny thing is this is one of the few games where I'm saying it could be more subtle. It's probably better to be more obvious about it than to be more subtle. But I will say maybe you will dock a couple of points from me for being a bit too obvious and too insistent about it, I don't know. I feel like cleverness of the theme is also important too. Especially since I followed him, to put it mildly, abuser. I mean, I'll be clear, there is important things about the theme in here that are not clever. I just added a minute because I keep ranting. And you think Tamanobu deserves your wrath? I was able to commune with his soul when I died, and he gave me all I need to hear for myself. Who is this him? Could it be your husband? Not another word. As I suspected, talking about love with her is a sore subject, clearly. I'd best keep quiet. I'm also curious, we had that initial, overworld thing where you selected, nodes of story and stuff. But, we haven't gone back to that. I thought we would go back to that to, travel between nodes, but we just had, a series of nodes, and then we haven't even gone back to see that series of nodes. Do we go back at all? Nissan, he's in a better place now, don't worry. And besides, torturing you is far too cumbersome. I don't have the resources for the time for it. Because you were given borrowed time, yes? What? Now stop wasting your time. I might change your mind if you're delaying things with all this talk. What a frightening woman. The gate is now open. He's waiting for you up ahead. Take care, Fujishiro siblings and Black Magnum. Nissan, I know you're worried about my leftover time, but I'm not going to get all sappy with you, so let's just go. Can you at least tell me how long? Probably by the time I beat Tamanobu's butt down. This Yoroi is actually buying me some time. Okay, I see this. There's this nice dynamic between these two. I'm finally seeing the brother. I think this is older sister, younger brother type dynamic going on. But I just got you back and you're going to... I suppose I'm a hypocrite for not extending the same to my fate as it is to yours. But honestly, I'm pretty content with my life past this point anyways. Okay. Now we're starting to get to the emotional crux of the conflict. I think I'm detecting it now. I wasn't before. It was a lot of technicality that we were talking about and power levels and stuff, but this is where my heart of drama really resonates, is when people are people, regardless of, what species they are. At the very least, within this borrowed time, I was able to grant you a new life, starting from zero, and that's what matters. You're amazing, Nissan. I know I am. There we go. Genuine character moment, genuine emotional moment. Maybe I didn't detect the earlier ones, but I think that scores some points in my book for being a genuine, good, emotional conflict in the game that I resonated with. Come on now, you said yourself we've got no time. My little Ototo needs to be aware that I'm not regretting my decisions. Otherwise he might get the wrong idea and think I want to be saved. Okay, I think now I'm understanding the plot a bit more. I can spare a minute for a speech at least. Fair point. I apologize for making it seem like I'm rushing. You're fine, Krumko. Besides, if it weren't for your monetary sacrifice, we wouldn't buy that apparition out of Tamanobu's grasp. Okay, it's funny, now I'm getting hit by the cool character stuff. Just remember the end of your bargain as well. I haven't forgotten. I'll hand over all my info over to Ototo too. I suppose she's not going to trust me enough to hand them over right now, even after I paid so much assets. So many. She's definitely someone who's not going to blindly hand over trusted info even after goodwill was shown. Betrayal could run deep here, but I'm no psychologist. I'm not about to overstep my boundaries with her. There's psychologists in this world? Send me to a therapist in Bushi Yoroi Maki's Exceed world. I wonder what they're talking about. She intentionally kept distance from me just so I wouldn't hear. I'm afraid I've got good hearing though, Fujisaki. That's the story. The voice told me to find Kromko. He guided me and kept tabs with developments regarding Tamanobu's activities, but he really can't help me directly. That's awful. I can't believe you had to stab yourself just to make sure Tamanobu doesn't make you his, toy. A voice, huh? I wonder who it could be. He's a disgusting, lustful pig that deserves retribution. I'm honestly glad that the Death Warlock gave me this opportunity. I'll make sure to save every single moment breaking him. Okay, this is getting vague. I don't think I'll get anything more useful out of her from this conversation. Best to interrupt her talk now. You know, for someone who holds the power of the sacred arrow, you have an awfully violent and vengeful countenance. Blame him for how I ended up. He made both Sasori, Ototo-san, and I suffer. You can't be fully human anymore thanks to him, but at least in this borrowed time, I'm glad that at least we got to enact our vengeance together. Oh wow! I didn't think I'd get it there, but yes. I'm feeling emotional connection to the characters now. I'm feeling for the characters. Maybe if they had a moment where they enjoyed something simple, like this is why people have those scenes where they're like in a bar drinking and they're talking about their lives and stuff like that, because sometimes those times of grounded, talk are really necessary for connecting. But in times of heightened, conflict, you can also share very highfalutin stuff about conflict, and it can work as well. So I feel like this is the second option. Nissan, you had to carry the burden so much for me and for the Fujishiro clan. I wish I could be like you. I promise I'll protect you this. I appreciate the sentiment, but the gesture of protection is unnecessary. I genuinely would like to surpass him on my own terms. You see, I'm a sucker for like the, set up a fire and sit around the fire and talk type thing, when you're eating or doing something very human, there's a lot of cutscenes where characters are just standing around, like this, in default poses in a very abstract background that I don't quite relate to. But say if they went to a shop or something that feels like it's related to the real world, sometimes I identify more with human needs than, highfalutin space stuff. But yeah, this is cool too. After my humiliating failure not being able to purify you, I have to learn to be better than him, surpass his might and prowess at all costs. I understand, I respect your wish. Looks like the bond is as strong as ever, platonically though. She never seemed to be the romantic type anyhow. Considering what happened to her husband, it's a sore subject. Not my concern anyways. This is it, once we're in, Taminobu and the jewels should be up ahead. Should we just get to the cheesy final speech out of the way? No, we're not that close, and corny speeches of hope and friendship aren't my jam. Then I'll only say this, no matter what happens, Nissan, I'm glad that I get to see you. Let's finish our little unfinished business once and for all. Well, Sasori, just because you said that, you might die now. Whoa. Huh? Nissan. She's granting me knowledge, although why is she hugging me tightly than usual? She's never this emotional on me, because you might die. If anything happens to me, because Fuji might die. Give that info to him when Taminobu's done and dusted, okay? And don't ask any questions about this, please. So Fuji's probably going to die, sacrifice, and then Sasori will have that info. Is this the deal that Tomko meant? That means... Right. Okay then, breathe, let's do this. So she grants Sasori the knowledge of my deal, huh? Which means as long as both of them are alive, they could give me what I want. Although I get the feeling that's not the only reason she's hugging him. I want to say I'll protect them both, but clearly the sister's not taking any chances and is being pragmatic about all this. Humph. Well then, I'll just have to do my best in there. Facing the actual belly of the beast is going up the ante quite a bit. I will say, I felt all that and understood all those conflicts at the end without the Kromko narration. Sometimes you can let the dialogue speak for itself, but hey, sometimes, narration is decent sometimes. But I was just letting the developer, the storyteller, know that you told the story well enough that I made all those connections, I guess. But I think it was clear from the situation that everyone understood that. But either way, it's good. I like this. I like these final scenes. They're doing pretty good. I assume they're final. I figured it's about time you showed up, my doll. And you're delusional as ever. You never change. I already know that you're coming. My little informant told me all I need to know. But no matter, with the Amethyst power, you have all the authority in the world to exercise your full might. We get the pre-battle banter already. Shall we just get to fighting then? How impatient and arrogant of you to predict what I'm about to say. Pray tell, why is there an Oni amongst your entourage? And Oni is far more of an angel than you slimy bastard, but he's got a point. I'll have my chance to sink these arrows into you, I think, once and for all. Not just for my satisfaction, but for what you put my Ototo through. Ah, yes. Who was he again? I forgot his name already. It's Sasori Fujishiro, you arrogant shogun. Oh, right. Thanks for correcting me, Nizu Oni. Weren't you a pile of mess back then? I'd like you better that way, and getting some golden armor too. How luxurious and enviable you are. Don't give him the satisfaction of pissing you off, Ototo. That's what he always done to his non-dolls. Typical taunting behavior. But enough taunting, let's begin, shall we? I know you got your arsenals with you, but I'll surmount them all the same and go beyond your expectations. A doll will ever remain a doll, they can't change. If you're so adamant and prove me wrong, then have at it. I'll be happy to educate you. I know that script that does that little booming thing. Oop. So... yet again, I hope Stoke is okay with this, but it's around an hour, and I did a lot of weird stuff, and I think I can continue. This is around an hour. I probably would have done this within the hour. This is the final, a balanced experience. I think this is around an hour. I'd like to do this final battle. I think it makes sense. Ryuno Miyosaki, Shokan Shimasu, make those two disgusting demons perish. Nissan, don't lose focus, Sasori. Yuum Kromko, I'll actually give it like 5 minutes. Yet again. Come we go deal with the dragon. You heard your sister. Don't get distracted. I'm going to need your help here. The dev seems to have timed out the playtime carefully with skipping the intro and doing the easy battles and stuff. So I feel it's... yeah, and use Hawk mode. Yeah, so that's the specific reason why. And because I'm doing these types of monologues and stuff, it is elongating the experience. So I feel like I should give the dev the benefit of the doubt. It's not like the craze option where they they planned it to be quote unquote an hour, but it's actually usually longer or anything like that, you know. Also, is my mic a bit loud? I think my mic is loud. I'm turning it back down again. Yeah, because I'm yelling a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Is that a bit better of a volume? Alright. Let's do this, Kromko-san. Huh? What is that? There are spirits and there's 4 of them. Looks like this time we're not following purification rules. If we want to damage this amethyst dragon, we're going to have to pick a spirit value from the pool. The directions follow the same as the purification one, so pressing the corresponding direction to the SV should input the value just like last time. Those spirits up top seem to display a number of sorts as well. If we pick an SV value, the enemy spirit will pick one as well. I think the 2 displays in between our SV input values are comparative numbers. Left for the amethyst dragon and right for us. Higher than the dragons, but are we facing by counting or something? I swear this domain is just Math Central. We should just get started. When you're ready to start the assault, let me know. I don't quite know what they meant, but let's go ahead. Boom. Boom. I'm just going to stop the timer because this should be around an hour. Take this. Rah. Begin round. Okay. I don't understand this one, actually. I'm just doing the same thing I did in round 1, basically. Nothing different. Let's see if it actually does... because I don't think the explanation was very good. I don't think I understood what was actually going on. At the end of the day, I'm just merely... what's it called? Doing the very same thing, which is always just picking the highest number out of the 4 and then clicking on things when they come up, you know. So it's not really... I guess it makes a difference, and sometimes the non-lowest number will actually be a winner still. So there has to be a reason for that, even if we don't understand what the reason is when we're playing. Take this. What's it doing? It's gradually healing itself? This is bad. Just like the spirit set, things adapting. It's going to increase its regenerative spirit value. I might be able to slow or halt its spiritual advance with new poison power of mine. I suppose those tails should be useful for something. Then use it when needed. Okay. Poison. What does poison do? Take this. Begin round. Yeah, it seems that I like that the playtime is carefully designed around judge playability. So I like that a lot. Because specifically, like, saying lines out loud will sometimes get, you know. Gua. Oh no, what happened there? Did I lose something? Oh. Maybe I'm not doing as well as I thought. There's an opening. Time to exploit it now. Yippee. Begin round. Oh, wow. Let's go. Boom. 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 And then boom. 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 Wait. Boom. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Take this. Yeah, we're doing well, I think. Boom, and then boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm locking in. Oh, I'm not always choosing the higher one, but it's being forgiving to me about it. Gua. What happened there? I was doing so well. Boom. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Take this. Yeah, we're going. We're doing this. Boom, 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 boom. Oopsies. Oh well, that still got me the points, so... Take this. Ah, wow. Just a little more. Wow, this is epic. I'm not going to lose us to this big giant serpent. I've dealt with worse monsters, combat otherwise than you. Poison? This is spiritual poison. We best hurry. Begin round. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this is... Oh. Oof. Did we not make it? I was doing so well. Really? Take this. Just begin around. I just didn't realize this was actually what's happening. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe that's bad. I thought it was gonna be good. Wow. Okay. I just thought it wasn't failing because it was just doing the same sound effect for everyone. I was like, wait, it's not failing. Why not? Okay. I was spamming. Dang it. Okay, we'll just do easy. Ah, stupid. Sorry, I couldn't. Because, like, I was like, wait a minute. Is it bugged? It's not doing the ouch sound effect that was doing in round 1. Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb. It wasn't like, ow, ow. Let's just do easy, because we need to get Hawk. We'll just be Hawk for now. I'm kind of annoyed. Begin round. This is harder. Don't you know this is harder? Like the ones with 1 or 2 is actually easier because you can see the difference between a 2-digit and a 1-digit. I don't know if the developer really notices that. This is actually harder than the other ones, I think. Oh, maybe it isn't. Okay, there's several digits. They bamboozled me. What's it doing? It's gradually... It's how... Okay, this one is a lot easier. This is way easier. This is like story mode, basically. It seems that that normal difficulty final boss actually posed a challenge. Oh, because these rounds, because on easy the rounds will be a lot quicker anyway as well. That will make the battles quicker, and that will make the story go quicker. I should have just trusted the difficulty assignment. Although I will be fair that playing on harder mode is more fun. I didn't even press any up, down, left, right. That's how silly this is. Look at my massive score. This is silly. 6,000. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's recovering. No, I'm not failing Nichan again. Never again. Well, this resonance. The power's on overdrive. What in the world does Sasori do? No time to ponder, though. This limit break isn't going to last. Focus. Oh. Easy. What? The dragon's energy is amplifying incredible rate. It's gonna be alright. I can break the cap limit for a limited time. Just focus while the effects are active. Oh, I see. What does that mean? What is going on? What does that mean? What's going on? I don't understand. Break limit cap of 100. What is going on? Why is it going up and down? Oh, there we go. I get it. Okay. I get it now. Okay, here we go. I won't be failing Nichan, for I, Nezu Oni, you go beyond. Yes, shall surpass you. That's a pretty cool usage of theme. Fushishiros are something else. You can tap into spiritual powers so adeptly after a single attempt. Even with my Megiddo affecting your spiritual flow, you went beyond even my expectations. Okay. I think this is it. This is the most insistent, beyond expectations theme implementation in a game I've seen so far. Everything's beyond everything's expectations. Then I'd best not lag behind. I reward your tenacity, Sisori Fujishiro. It's I gotta refresh my mind because I gotta not be. I've played 100 plus of these entries, and at this point, the theme starts to become a meme. Oh no, but it's really well implemented. Those two men are supposed to be nothing more than your followers. How can they weaken the dragon's might? Yeah, because, I mean, this seems to be the crystal clear best implementation. Well, not the best, the most clear implementation of Beyond Expectations that is not subtle at all. The amethyst power is weakening, which means I should be able to break through now. Arrogant as it may seem, you're still my toy here. All I have to do is win you over and the amethyst full might will be mine. Why do you need me, though? The amethyst's been awfully annoying to me, you see. Thing is, if I don't make you my doll, it won't respond to my wishes, so my hands are tied. How degenerate of that amethyst. Well, you'll find that making me into a doll will be far, far more difficult than you think. Oh, don't worry, I just have to win over you just this once here in this domain, where counting and exceeding expectations rule supreme. So many references. I won't lose to a toy, that's for sure. Arrogant mongrel. Then see how far you can break me then. Oh, there's more? Yeah, Hawk difficulty. I'm going to mold you my perfect doll. I reject your doll obsession, you disgusting tool. I've been granted this extended opportunity to put an end to your stupidity once and for all. You've been a thorn on the Fujishiro clan for generations. The times I surpass you. How cute. The doll can bark. Well, I suppose I'm going to have to mold you into my expectations the long and hard way then. In a very, very easy battle. You failed to save your brother. You had to get there only to help you out. You haven't surpassed me yet. I'm not going to deny that I wasn't able to save Sasori or Totoro on my own, but I'm not about to make the same mistake twice. Thanks to him sharing his Megiddo energy with me, I'm able to quickly adapt to its nature. Oh yeah? Well, adapt to this. You may have your tricks, but this time I'm not going to hold yourself back. I actually didn't see... I saw something about that, but I don't really know what it means too much. Oopsies. Oh no. Oh, this is a cool one, because there's always a very specific answer. I like that. Your little hearing tricks are getting old fast, old man. First those tormented spirits, then my Ototo. I'm holding that little trick of yours. What? How did you manage to stop my regeneration? My Ototo taught me a thing or two about poisons too, you know. Think I only specialize in one trick? Think again. Gah, my amethyst staff. How'd you even manage to get steel like Hago? You know what? It doesn't matter. Now you can't influence the field as strongly as you used to. I'm going to finish this. You think you're so clever, don't you? Forget it then. Blah blah blah. How fast you change your tune. I'll throw your words back in your face then. We'll see who's in the right. Oopsie. It's just like a some kind of not rhythm game, but like input type game now. But I like it. Oopsie. Oh, you saw me. I actually pushed it, but it didn't make me fail. You're my very stubborn. It's honestly admirable how tenacious you could be. It's simply because I've been waiting for this. It's apostrophe. It's been years. My parents, my beloved, my brother, everyone from the Fujishiro clan, you enslaved. It all ends here. Gua. Press Z. Purification process. Pretty nice. Not enough. More. I'm not going to... Oops. Break the limit. Go beyond expectations. Okay. More. Stop. Unitaso will more. This is very anime. I gotta try. I gotta get beyond. My power is above your power level. I will go beyond all the numbers. She did it. She purified this entire domain out. Wow. She can use a fraction of my powers after seeing it just once. No, that's not what the word means. She can use a fraction of my powers means what fraction? Like 1,000,000/1? A fraction means much less, like a small amount of power, Chromeco's powers. No, it's not a fraction of the powers. Anyway, sorry. Honestly, that's quite an admirable feat. I've tried teaching it to Akarambo, but he couldn't even muster anything resembling a Megiddo factor. Nichan, where are you? Over there. I see her. Oh no. Cough. Nichan. It's Nissan, you sentimental idiot. Can't I just call you that before you... Sob. No, I can't accept this. You saved me. I should save you in turn. Dang it, even with this Oni power, I can't even heal your spirit. It's pointless, apostrophe S. I exerted so much beyond death, and I don't think I can outwit death anymore, Sansori. Kromko-san, please, can't you do anything? She exerted all her spirit from that spiritual strike, Sasori. I'm afraid even with my Megiddo, she's already expired so much, I can't recover it fast enough. No. Shut up, Sasori. Stop being a crybaby before I move on from this existence. Besides, at least now if I have the chance to meet him again in another life, that would be a blessing. Honestly, the fact that she was capable of using her spiritual prowess to replicate my Megiddo's amp is already impressive. To quickly adapt in such a short time and use it to purge Taminobu from the jewel's force. Honestly, there's a lot of honestly here, and actually, despite her spiritual limits, her will truly exceeds even my expectations. Okay, I know the theme is being met. I know, I actually knew it from the first time you said it. You said it. Take a shot. I'll take a shot of my energy drink. I don't have much time left anyhow. I'm only asking this one big favor of you, Sasori. What is it? I'll do anything. Forget the Fuchishiro. Carve your own identity. That's all I ask. I will. Good. Fades away. Sob. I don't know her all that well, but her willpower truly brings some men to shame. Able to face death with pride, a samurai through and through. Perhaps that's her answer to her existence, and she decided to end her legacy in this manner before moving into another life somewhere. On to another life somewhere. Maybe, I think. I just looked at the judge's chat and there's 87 notifications. Clearly something is going on. Thank you for everything, Fujisaki. You've been the best sister I could have asked for. I know it's a little weird for me to be wearing armor on your funeral, but Kromko wants to respect you as a samurai would. Hence why he dressed for the part. Stoic says, don't worry about it. You know you don't have to follow my footsteps, right? This is probably the last time I'll wear armor as a reasonable excuse. Still, though, I honestly can't believe I'm doing this. I'm getting sentimental, but this new form of his, why can't I help but feel a midge? It's a smidge. A smidge of sympathy for him. Kromko-san, thank you for giving a small piece of your land for Fujisaki. And let me be clear. For Isol people, or people who don't have a, it's who use words and, you learned one more language than I ever will, probably. I want to learn another language, actually, but that's very impressive. But, like, I'm not giving off points for spelling mistakes generally in this jam, but if the grammar changes the meaning or affects my story reading enough for it to affect my experience, then I feel there's just some wording that I don't actually know what it means, what it's supposed to imply. But that's just a minor thing, so I'm just going to take that into account. Kromko-san, thank you for giving a small piece of your land for Fujisaki. You're such a polite little fella, huh? Well, you're welcome, but you know that I'm basically exceeding the help quota here, right? I know. My sister gave me all of her memories of her contract with the one who knows who killed... for example here... My sister gave me all of her memories of her contract. Oh, there we go. With the one who knows who killed... Oh, that makes sense. It makes sense in English, but it's just a really difficult sentence to read. Your Emidayo. The magical girl that killed you, Emidayo, is one of the miracle bearers. They come in a 5-color set. The yellow one, Selena Solaria, was the one that did the deed. She has the ability to star punch demons to complete dust. So she fought him one-on-one and ended up victorious against him. Her reasoning apparently was because Your Enmadayo is because it intends to release all the Onigashima into a world which will spiral into unmitigated chaos. That actually adds up. Enma-sama was pierced with a star-shaped hole on his entire chest. And it's coming back to me, Miracle Yellow. That's the one. What's the one? That's the one from what Enma-sama said. Okay. Does it mean that's the person? Oh, wait. That's... regardless of her motivation, she still does the deed. Of killing? I lost my former purpose thanks to her. Did she told you where she get the info? There might be more leads there. Apparently it's from her contractor, the one that extended her spirit long enough to find you. Do you have a name for that contractor then? Une, the death warlock of the multiverse. Thanos, basically. Apparently he's been all over the multiverse inciting death, void, and nihilism at random... Nihility isn't a word. You just made up a word. And it's difficult to predict when he'll strike next. As for how he knows, she actually doesn't know herself, so that info's a bust. He's only telling my sister on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Do you know where she met this warlock then? That one I had no clue. She met him on a voidless unknown... And what does that mean? I can't really vouch for its location. That's too vague for me to lock on a location. Drats. That's all she knows, I'm afraid. She doesn't know where Selena is. Although I know who killed my master, I don't know where to even find her. The world beyond ours is vast. How in the world am I going to even find someone like her? Just so you know, my sister definitely knows that she isn't here. Otherwise, she would have gone to her instead of you. She isn't... Who's she? Her... Oh, okay, I understand now. For from memory she inherited to me, she's on a timer apparently, and only... What timer? And only would refer to you as a last resort since she's been searching for years before she cut her losses and decided to enlist you. That's fair. She would probably trust someone who's less ogre-looking, and this matches up with what she said when she asked me back then. Oh, I'm so confused. I don't know what these sentences mean. I'm sorry. But it's best I set aside the past. What matters now is Sasori here. He's not going to survive on his own as a Nezu only here. It's funny because all throughout the story I've been actually pretty clear on most of what the dialogue means. But in this epilogue it's particularly difficult because they say, she said for her to go to win that, and then, it's quite difficult to understand what's even being said. Then I'd best ask him. I have a question unrelated to all this, though. What about you? What about me? You're effectively cut off from your past life, your identity, and everything that would define you as Sasori Fujishiro. What will you decide now in this new life granted by both myself and your sister? I'll be honest, Stoic, I think I went beyond the hour mark for this. Did it go beyond the hour for you? I should have maybe not trusted the dev as much that this would be an hour long, but I think it's going for longer. I decided on a new identity just like what Fujisaki wanted. She said herself that she wants the Fujishiro clan to be a thing of the past. Picked a name for myself too. You can call me Nizumaki from now on. Oh well, we'll just finish it. I don't think finishing the game is changing my rating anyway, so it's not too bad. Alright, Nizumaki, what's your plan from here on? What will your next purpose be now that you've taken on your identity? I only ask for one thing right now. Will you make me your vessel? So he wants to work under me, huh? That's his answer. You went above and beyond for both me and Fujisaki. I want to learn from someone who has experienced hardship, and you served in Madaio, managing an entire enterprise and take charge of the situation with such maturity, truly beyond the expectations of your status and experience. Oh, there's so much beyond expectations. It's starting to... I know it gives things, but it's starting to annoy me a bit. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Dev. I love you and your game, and I want you to succeed, but there is a point that it gets a little over the top, and I start, thinking it's almost like a pleading to me to give you points. Isn't this expectations too? Isn't this expectations? Come on. I wanted to learn such traits from you, if you would have me, that is. You never asked me of anything in your last words, Fujisaki Fujishiro. Considering the deal's already done dusted, I've decided. What do you mean last words? Oh wait, oh no, yes, she's talking. Chromco's talking to in themselves about Fuji. I'll nurture him till he's independent enough. This is my final charity to you, to go past the limits of your deal. You sure want me to work? You sure you want me to work you the bone, Yin? I'm not exactly the nicest Oni on the block. Well, I don't want your status as an Oni to blind my preconceived notions about your race as a whole. I'd be a hypocrite after all, considering who I am now. If that's the case, then it would be to brush up on your management skills, because being my vassal requires dedication and effort. And trust me, I may not be a ruthless boss, but I won't coddle you either. You're going to have to really prove you can go even further beyond. I'm willing to try, then that's all I ask. Now let's go. I'll hand your first order as my vassal once I give you a tour of one of my factories. I hope you're not expecting me to actually manage an entire company of my own. That's overkill even for me. Well, I wonder about that. Gulp. That's the story of how I ended up saving one Fujishiro, now named Nizumaki, from his former sister's tormentor, Tabenobu. Funny how he too decided to carve out a new identity for himself. The parallels are very intriguing to say the least. Although the fun times do have to end eventually and it's back to the usual old grind. Maybe one day at some point in time I would be able to confront Emma-sama's killer. And I will batter her just as hard as she did to my former master. Chromco route end. Nice. Berry B. Script and plugins. Music. Oh, that's Joel. Joel again. There we go. Stoic. Joel again. Joel music. And then there's special thanks to Star Mage, Honey Nut Femios, and Inspector Arai. Joel is very prolific this jam. Yes. I just don't pay attention. For example, I don't know who Takanobu Yamana is or these people here. But yeah, Joel. Now I know Joel. This is by end by That's right, and by proxy the end of the prototype demo. If reception is well, then the other routes may open up. Yes, nice. Okay. Cool. Bushi, Yoroi, Maki, Exceed. Okay, I have many thoughts. I have many thoughts. Okay. Firstly, that was probably more than an hour. I'm really sorry. But I don't think it'll affect my judging. I'm sorry-ish to like Stoic, who I'm not sure we'll be able to stay awake for all three of my entries now. But anyways, what am I saying? So this game is good. Thank you for making this game. It's about numbers and comparing, and it has I think it's like a shonen style story where it's like, it feels young adultish, and it feels like, no, your power level is too great. But I can exceed it. Oh, but the magic number is too high, and stuff like this, which to that level, it's being good at achieving that to a certain extent. I do think that maybe for the first part, I was stuck in the power levels and the details and stuff, and maybe like Stoic said, if I hadn't skipped the intro, as was the recommendation of the dev, then I would have understood the story a lot more. So I was left, I finally kind of got it in the end. But yeah, it was a little bit difficult to understand. But the dynamics pulled it through in the end. And I think, yeah. So those are my overall thoughts about the game. But I'm going to go by category. I think this is one of those games where it's probably easier to explain my thoughts by judging via the categories. So, because the categories are theme, gameplay, engagement, presentation, and polish. So the first one is theme, and this is why it's did it meet the theme of Beyond Expectations? Yes, it met the theme of Beyond Expectations. It really pushed it with everything, almost to the point where I was overwhelmed, and by the end felt like it was pushing it on everything in the story at the expense of the story. Felt like a lot of winking moments, or even begging to get points. I think there was a lot of thought put into the theme being central to the game, and for that it will score a lot of points. But any points that it scores very shy of perfect score will be because I felt I feel theme points should also be given for elegant tackling of the theme. Tackling it just enough that it feels clever, efficient, elegant, and not too boxed into the theme category. However, since this is a refreshing change from not being able to detect the theme at all, you'll still probably get a lot of points. You'll still get a lot of points here. So yeah, I feel that's the rare case here. I actually think it would have got almost perfect if it had just kind of restrained it a little bit. That's, counterintuitive. But I just feel like not every application of Beyond Expectations in this game was effective. And some of them felt a little bit like trying to plead for points, a little bit out of place. It won't penalize you many points, but I do feel like the perfect 30 in this category is a really efficient, beautiful tackling of Beyond Expectations that is just enough and not too heavy-handed, if that makes sense. But you will get more points for being heavy-handed than not at all. So it's safe to say you're going to get a lot of points in theme, but I'm just saying, I guess it's a spoiler, not a perfect 30, because my perfect 30s for and theme are what I feel is like a perfect, a great, tackling of Beyond Expectations that doesn't feel too shoehorned in. You know what I'm saying? Or like a beautiful, efficient tackling of it. Gameplay. Now, gameplay. There are many impressive systems in this game. The counting games, the skills, the bartering, and such, all very well implemented. I do have some qualms with design. I barely ever looked at the red bubble up top because all you have to do is pick the biggest number and that gets you through for every boss except the, except the bartering one. Some bars and moving of the bars could be more accentuated, like the health bars on the sides. I found it difficult to scan from the middle of the screen to where the health bars were, because the entire time you basically have to keep your whole focus on the middle, so you barely look anywhere on the sides of the screen. It'd be nice if the HP bars were close to the center so you could see them in your periphery. For example, they change color as the big boxes next to the middle that change color when they get lower, rather than thin bars on the side of the screen that are very pale and that are very low in saturation. So and then what's it called? But the bartering game made sense once I knew what it was doing. Yeah, there's a bit of a complicated thing with gameplay because a lot of it is well implemented, but also I don't think all of it is well designed. But I think it's impressive, to say the least. Engagement. Hard mode on some of these is very fun, but also very challenging. I don't really like the skills. I don't think they add much. I would even rather have them not be there and have it all be about the comparison game, because the skills thing is just about checking if something has cooled down and using it as soon as possible. Maybe it could be bound to keys to make it easier. The story too is not my kind of thing, although much of it is well written for its audience. I'm not a fan of power level style narratives shows, like shonen shows in general, because that power fantasy doesn't appeal to me. But saving a brother does. It's just I didn't care too much. I didn't care as much because I didn't know them very well. Maybe some establishing scenes would help me care more about them. But yes, generally competent. Some word choices, especially towards the end, obfuscated my enjoyment of those moments enough for me to be confused. Presentation. Generally well polished. I like the ideas of the designs. I think it's got a competent level of art here. More practice can make the formal aspects of the drawing more refined. Keep up the good work. And polish, I don't think I came across any bugs, so no bugs as far as I know. Okay, that's the game. Thank you so much for making this game. I appreciate it a lot, and thank you for making this game. This was Bushi, Yoroi, Maki Exceed, and keep making games. Cheers. This is the end of the recording, and Twitch chat, if I go offline, let me know. Thanks.